Wells Fargo and this newer lineup of credit cards and transfer partners went from completely off my radar to practically front and center. I feel like I stumbled upon a hidden beach that I thought nobody else knew about, but it was jam-packed and full of people. I have well-defined setups, with American Express holding both the gold and the platinum, and some co-branded cards and business cards there as well, and with Chase holding the trifecta with the Sapphire Preferred, the Freedom Flex and Unlimited, and some business cards from Chase as well. With Capital One, I have the Venture X, but I haven't really felt the desire to step outside of Chase and Amex to build out a card setup. Now, recently I reviewed some other cards that were on my roadmap, including the Capital One Saver Rewards and the Citi Custom Cash. But mentally, I just kept coming back to these Wells Fargo cards. And it's been over a year since I've applied for any personal cards. So what I want to do is review the Wells Fargo lineup, the cards that I feel like could make a dynamic duo or trio, and see if it's worth applying. Say what you will about Wells Fargo. Personally, I haven't had any bad experiences that I remember, other than only earning a fraction of a penny with my savings account there. They were really helpful in closing out my checking and savings account, but I haven't had any credit cards from Wells Fargo. So this is a bit of a new adventure. And I continue to receive targeted mailers for the autographed Journey card. Hey, that's how Amex got me with the Platinum card, so these things actually do make a difference. I still have one on my desk. Wells has a nice lineup of cards, from the 2X catch-all card, the Active Cash, to their anchor card, the Autographed Journey that I keep getting mailers on. But the one that kind of sits right in the middle is the one that's caught my attention, that being the Wells Fargo Attune card. So what I want to do today is review these three cards, primarily focusing on the Attune and the Autographed Journey, since those are the two that have a little bit more earning capabilities outside of just a straightforward 2% cash back on everything everywhere. So first, looking at the Wells Active Cash. This is a nice 2% cashback card, unlimited purchases. Now with this 2% cashback, if you do have an anchor card like the Autographed Journey, you can make that 2% cashback into 2X travel rewards that you could then transfer out to Wells as transfer partners. We'll get into that a little bit more here in a minute. This card does stack up nicely to the Citi Double Cash. You can see with this chart. A couple of things of note here. These cash rewards don't expire according to Wells Fargo, and this does stack with the My Wells Fargo deals, which are similar to Chase offers or Amex offers. So if you're building out a trio with Wells Fargo, that Active Cash could be a great starting point. Now, one thing of note with all these cards, and I'll probably say this again, they don't have a strength in grocery earning. Just about every other category they cover really well, which I'm going to get to with these next two cards, but nothing strong in the grocery category, so something that you would want to factor in. So next, the Wells Fargo Attune card. And the definition of attune, to make receptive or aware. I am definitely aware of this card now. 4% cashback in a number of categories with no annual fee. And again, like the Active Cash, if you do have the anchor card, the Autographed Journey, this 4% cashback can be 4X travel rewards to get outsized value. Now this category list is pretty broad, and I'm going to touch on them at a high level and a few specific examples of stores that they include in the description on their website. So first, with self-care, this category really caught my attention and my wife's attention because of the amount of visits to the salon for both her and for our kids. The cost of a kid's haircut these days is astronomical. I know I sound like my parents when I say that, but they do have a nice list on their website where they describe a lot of the businesses where you can earn this 4% cash back. For example, Massage Envy and LA Fitness, as this also includes gyms. Such a great category that really stacks up nicely with a card like the Citi Custom Cash. However, that card is just 5X in one specific category. With the Attune, you can earn 4% or 4X on all these different categories. So the next 4% category, sports, rec, and entertainment, a great list of subcategories here as well. Create and collect is a really interesting subcategory. It has online stores like Etsy and then hobby shops like Michael's on here. This list is pretty incredible and too long to go through line by line, but some of these others like Dick's Sporting Goods, Vivid Seats, StubHub, Ticketmaster, the list just keeps going on of where you could earn 4% here. Also with Disney, Universal, Legoland, Busch Gardens, this truly will replace a lot of the need for the catch-all card that we use today. Not to be forgotten in this category, all of your streaming with Prime, Hulu, Netflix, the list keeps going on. And then the last category, planet-friendly purchases. The one that really stood out here, EV charging. To be able to get 4%, a huge bonus for me. Now with the Attune, you can also activate the My Wells Fargo deals. One thing of note, this is a World Elite MasterCard, but it does have a 3% foreign transaction fee, so not a card that you would want to use abroad. I'm going to skip over the Wells Fargo autograph card, but for no annual fee and 3x in a variety of categories, a really strong earning card. Just too much overlap if you are going after the trifecta, with the last card being the Wells Fargo autograph journey. Now first with the autograph journey, 60,000 Wells Fargo points after spending 4,000 in the first 3 months. Pretty easily doable, matches up with the Sapphire Preferred for that welcome offer. Now what really jumps off the page to me with this card, the 5x and the 4x categories are great, and you do see that on some other travel cards, but one, this has a $95 annual fee and there's a $50 airline statement, and the fact that it's for booking directly with the airline, not through a travel portal. So looking at the earning multipliers here, 5x on hotels, booked directly with hotels, a huge perk that no other card has. I think the only one that really stacks up is the Amex Platinum, but that's for 5x booked in the Amex travel portal. So looking at these earning multipliers, a few things really jump off the page to me. When I would see 5x for hotels, 4x for airlines, I would expect there to be an annual fee somewhere in the range of $250 to $500, possibly more just based on the other credits and benefits that it may come with. But to have 5x booking directly with hotels and 4x booked directly with airlines, not to mention a $50 annual statement credit for any airline purchase, this really puts a card like the Sapphire Preferred to shame. Just think about that for a second. The fact that the Sapphire Preferred earns 2x on all travel outside of the Chase travel portal. To get any sort of similar earning, you would need a card like the Amex Platinum for flights, which is 5x, but comes with a $695 annual fee. And for hotels, to get 5x for hotels booked directly, that 5x could be used for transferable currency where you can get 2 to 3 cents per point, meaning over 10x the value here. Now compare that to a lot of hotel cards where you're getting a cent per point or less. The value is definitely in the autograph journey. Also, to cover that restaurant category and other travel getting 3x, a huge benefit. I just wish that Wells had a card that earned well at grocery stores. Now this is a Visa signature card, so a step down from the Visa Infinite collection, which has top protections and benefits. This is one step down. So you're gonna see a lot of secondary coverages like the cell phone coverage, the trip cancellation coverage, no foreign transaction fees, which is nice. This would be your card that you use when you're abroad. And with this being a Visa signature card, you get access to the Visa signature hotel collection, which is a nice perk here. I don't think it really stacks up to Amex's Fine Hotels and Resorts or Capital One with their Premier collection, but still a nice perk for a $95 annual fee card. Now Wells does have a small list of transfer partners at the moment. I think we'll see this list expand. There's only one hotel which doesn't really stand out to me. The airlines are pretty solid. There's 3 Avios partners here. They recently added Virgin, which is a nice touch. Between Air France, Avianca, British, and Virgin, you could definitely find some outsized value. If we're building out multiple ecosystems, we could really leverage multiple transfer partners, and as an example, we could use Chase for all of our Hyatt transfers, and then we could use Amex and Wells for some of the ones that have crossover like Air France, British Avios, Virgin Atlantic. To me, it's all about having diversity and taking advantage of transfer bonuses when they do exist if it aligns with our travel plans. I keep going back to the value of the autograph journey and the fact that you compare that to the City Strata Premier that earns 3x on flights and hotels, the Sapphire Preferred that earns 2x on those categories, and this matches those 2 cards with the dining category. The only missing link here is grocery. So what are your thoughts on Wells Fargo and this lineup of cards? Anything really stand out to you? Do you have any of these cards today? Do you have any on your roadmap? I hope you got some value out of this content. Feel free to leave comments down below. If you're still here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're spending wisely. Redeem those points for incredible memories, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers.